from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. The Minnesota Vikings taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the rookie from Alabama, Will Reichard, ready to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Colts heading out for the first time behind their 22-year-old quarterback in his second season now in the NFL, Anthony Richardson.
And we're talking about an uber-talented young quarterback. Finally healthy after suffering a setback a season ago. Obviously, you'd love to have him on the field, but the time away may have been a blessing in disguise in terms of long-term development. And if you ask anyone around the Indianapolis camp, make no mistake about it, they have lofty expectations of this young man, and he is a big, big player in the Colts' future.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the shotgun, Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down, here's Richardson. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Vikings offense making their way out behind their former number 3 overall pick, who spent his last year as a 49er. It's Sam Darnold.
And he's still been looking for that one situation to allow all of his talents to come together. He's hoping that he found it here. Plenty of playmakers on the outside, and a team that's willing to run the football to let his talent shine.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4. Darnold. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he's up to the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And he's gotten to the stage of his career where Justin Jefferson is the type of receiver that doesn't matter what the coverage is, quarterbacks are going to throw him the football, and he picks up a first down there. When he's on the field, he makes a strong case as the best.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his routes, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well on this opening drive. That's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a 1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. That is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Jones. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Darnold now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll go with Jones, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 2 very different ends to each team's opening drive. One side forced to settle for 3. The other decides, hey, we're going on 4th down, and it pays off with 6 points and an early lead.
And maybe a little insight into the mindset of both teams in this game. One side coming down, as you mentioned, settling for 3. The other side saying, we're not playing match it in this game. We're going for it and trying to get out ahead and make them chase us.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Richardson to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox, his tight end, and it's 3rd and 5. Richardson looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 41. Now Richardson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Richardson looking to throw this. Quick slant caught by Pierce. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. It looked like they had the run stopped at the line of scrimmage, but the hand got up into the face mask, and the officials, they were looking for it. They spotted it.
It's an easy call, too, when it's right in front of them. You see that neck twist just a little bit, and that's enough to draw the flag.
First and 10, it's Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's second and 7. Richardson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Colts are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Faking the give, Darnold. Completes this to Addison out left. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now it's Darnold. Being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Richardson to the air on first down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On second down, it's Taylor. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Richardson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First and 10, Taylor now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Richardson working from the gun. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Come on. Hit. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. To throw is Darnold. Middle of the field to Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Darnold. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Darnold on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 1st and 10, Darnold to Jefferson on the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 43. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw here. A check down here to Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Darnold. Pass complete to Addison. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Man in motion is Sherfield. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Jefferson going to go in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down. Second and 7. Darnold from the gun. Touchdown! Josh Oliver from 13 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Point after, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Richardson off the play fake. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. And Richardson back to throw it. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 17-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Richardson to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Richardson looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
We're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counterpunched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive, a touchdown run here late in the third quarter.
Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Darnold now to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Darnold. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
An inside give to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw this. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
First and 10, it's Richardson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
In motion right is Addison. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Play action. Now Richardson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
2nd down and 3. Richardson. This taken in by Downs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Second and 6 coming up. points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Here we go. Press 80.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And he gets it down to the 32.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Gay knocks this one through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now Darnold able to find Jones, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here comes second down at 5. Darnold. That's taken in by Sherfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's first down. Darnold to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Here's Darnold. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. Darnold now to throw. And he's, oh no, he lost the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football, but this couldn't be much worse, could it? This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Now 1st and goal. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.